Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English in Minutes. I am Natasha, your host for today. If you are new here, I'd like to tell you that we upload a new English learning video every day to help you improve your English faster. In today's episode, you're not just going to improve your English listening and speaking skills, but you'll also learn how to make English fluency a natural part of your daily life. We're going to talk about a powerful and practical topic: how you can improve your English fluency every day with just 7 simple habits. These are not difficult tasks or grammar rules, but small daily actions that will gradually transform how you speak and think in English. Many English learners struggle with fluency even after years of studying. They know the grammar, they know the vocabulary, but when it comes to speaking smoothly and naturally, their mind goes blank or they feel nervous. This happens because fluency is not just about what you know, it's about what you practice daily. And that's exactly what this video will help you fix. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to include these 7 habits in your life without needing a classroom or textbook. I'll also share real practice examples and exercises you can do at home. These examples will help you build confidence, improve your sentence flow, and finally feel natural when speaking English. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon if you want more helpful English learning videos like this every day. So, grab a pen and paper, and let's get started. Let's begin with a simple idea. English fluency is like muscle memory. The more you use it, the stronger and more natural it becomes. And just like brushing your teeth or drinking water, if you attach English to your daily habits, it becomes part of your routine. Imagine waking up in the morning, and instead of scrolling through your phone in your native language, you read a short article or listen to a podcast in English. This tiny switch trains your brain to start thinking in English from the moment your day begins. You don't need an hour. Just 10 to 15 minutes in the morning is enough to activate your brain and set the tone for the day. Think of it like stretching before a workout. Here's a small practice example. When you wake up tomorrow, say these simple lines out loud to yourself in English. Good morning. Today is a fresh day. I'm ready to speak English fluently. I will learn something new today. This daily affirmation works as both a confidence booster and a mindset shift. Another powerful habit is describing your daily actions in English. When you're doing ordinary things, brushing your teeth, making breakfast, getting dressed, try talking about them in English, even if it's just in your mind. For example, when you're making tea, say to yourself, I'm boiling water. I'm putting the tea bag in the cup. I'm pouring the water. These small spoken thoughts help connect your vocabulary to real-life actions, which builds fluency naturally. Don't worry about grammar being perfect. The goal is to keep your English voice active. If you do this daily, your fluency will improve automatically. Let's try a practice together. Imagine you are preparing breakfast. Repeat after me in your mind or out loud. I open the fridge. I take out the eggs. I break the eggs into the bowl. I mix them with a fork. I heat the pan. I pour the eggs into the pan. I wait. I flip the eggs. I serve the breakfast. These are everyday actions, and speaking them in English builds your brain's speaking muscles. Reading aloud for 5 minutes a day is another underrated but magical habit. When you read silently, your eyes do the work, but when you read aloud, your mouth, ears, and brain all participate, and this trains you to speak with better rhythm and pronunciation. Choose anything simple to read: a news article, a story, or a blog post. Don't focus on understanding every word. Focus on the flow. The goal is to keep your mouth and tongue used to English sounds. Even better, try shadowing. This means listening to a native speaker and repeating exactly what they say, almost like an echo. You can find audiobooks or YouTube videos where someone is speaking clearly. Play a sentence, pause, and repeat it exactly as you heard it. This exercise is great for learning sentence stress, intonation, and natural flow. Let's try a mini shadowing exercise now. I'll say a short sentence. You repeat after me. English is easy when you practice every day. Now say it again, but faster and with confidence. English is easy when you practice every day. That's the power of repetition. Another daily habit is keeping a short English journal. Just 5 sentences a day about your day. For example, at night before bed, write something like, "Today I went to work. I talked with my friend. I felt tired in the afternoon. I watched a video in English. I learned a new word. Motivation." This habit helps you think in English and organize your thoughts. Over time, your sentence structure will become stronger, and your vocabulary will grow. Writing also reduces the fear of speaking because it gives you confidence in forming sentences. If you're not sure what to write, use sentence starters like, "Today I learned," "One thing I liked," "I felt happy when," or "Next time I want to." Practicing writing with these starters makes the process easier and faster. Next, let's talk about listening. Listening is the silent hero of fluency. If you want to speak well, you must first listen well. Daily listening helps you absorb rhythm, phrases, pronunciation, and how words are connected in real conversations. Make it a habit to listen to English while doing simple tasks like cleaning, walking, or cooking. Choose podcasts or videos where people speak naturally, not too slow or too fast. The more you hear, the more your brain gets used to English patterns. Try this daily habit. Listen to one short English podcast while you do dishes or fold clothes. Even without full attention, your brain is catching patterns and phrases. For example, if you hear the sentence, "I'm heading out now," you learn that heading out means leaving. You may not stop to think about it, but the next time you want to leave the house, your brain will remember that phrase. Speaking with someone in English regularly, even just for a few minutes, is also essential. You don't need a teacher or a native speaker. Find a language partner, a friend, or even talk to yourself in front of a mirror. The goal is to break the fear barrier. Most learners know English, but hesitate to speak. The more you speak, the easier it becomes. You can use apps or join online communities for English practice. But if you're alone, try this. Stand in front of a mirror and describe your day. Look yourself in the eye and say, "Today I studied English. I watched a video. I practiced speaking. I'm proud of my progress." This mirror talk may feel strange at first, but it's a powerful way to build fluency and self-confidence. Repeat this every day, and soon, speaking English won't feel scary. Now, let's do a little exercise combining multiple habits. Imagine you're planning your day. Speak your plan in English. I will wake up at 7. I will go for a walk. Then I will study English for 20 minutes. After that, I will cook breakfast. I will write 5 sentences in my journal. In the evening, I will watch a short English video and try to shadow it. At night, I will read a page from my book. This 1-minute exercise helps you use the future tense, daily vocabulary, and also prepares your brain to follow your English learning plan. One of the most important yet often overlooked habits is reviewing and reusing what you've learned. Many learners collect vocabulary like they collect coins, but never spend them. If you want to speak fluently, you must reuse your words regularly. This habit is easy to develop. After you learn 5 or 10 new words, try to make your own sentences with them. Say them out loud or write them down. Use them in your journal or while talking to yourself. For example, if you learn the word confident, make a few sentences like, I feel confident when I speak English, or she gave a confident presentation. Try to connect those words to your life. That emotional connection will make the vocabulary stay in your mind. Let's do a quick practice now. Imagine you learned these 3 words: improve, habit, conversation. Say these aloud in a sentence. I want to improve my English every day. Speaking daily is a great habit. I had a short conversation with my colleague. This kind of small but frequent usage builds automatic fluency. Another smart technique to grow fluency is practicing short conversations every day, even if it's just you speaking both sides. Think of a daily situation, like ordering food, visiting a doctor, or going to the market. Create a mini dialogue in your head, or write it down. For example, here's one you can try now. Imagine you are at a coffee shop. Say it out loud. Hi, can I have a cappuccino, please? Now switch roles. Sure. Would you like sugar with that? No, thank you. Just one cappuccino. All right, that will be $3. Now repeat the same dialogue, but a little faster. Then try it without looking. These kinds of repeated short dialogues help your brain remember sentence patterns. Over time, when you find yourself in a real situation, the right words will come out naturally. Practice these mini conversations daily. Even 5 minutes a day can make a big difference in your speaking ability. Let's add another practice habit: asking yourself questions in English and answering them. This is very powerful for thinking in English. Try simple daily questions like, what did I do today? What do I want to eat? How do I feel right now? And then answer in full sentences. For example, what did I do today? I cleaned the house, made lunch, and watched an English video. Or, how do I feel right now? I feel relaxed and focused. This daily self-questioning develops your fluency and helps you become a better English thinker. The more you think in English, the less you translate in your head, and the more fluent you become. Try this exercise every morning or evening for just a few minutes. You can do it silently in your mind or say it out loud. Let's pause here and combine everything into a daily routine you can actually follow. Here's a sample routine you can try starting tomorrow. When you wake up, say 3 sentences out loud in English as a morning affirmation. Then describe your morning routine using English. Even simple phrases like, I am brushing my teeth, or I am making tea. While having breakfast or commuting, listen to a short English podcast or audio. Later in the day, take 5 minutes to read aloud from a book or article. In the evening, talk to yourself in the mirror for 1 minute. Describe your day or speak about how you feel. Write 5 sentences in your English journal before going to bed. Finally, review 2 or 3 new words and try to use them in your sentences. These habits together take less than 30 minutes and are simple, low-stress ways to make English a part of your everyday life. It's also important to create an English-friendly environment around you. Change your phone's language to English. Follow social media pages or YouTube channels in English. Stick little notes on objects in your house with their English names, like writing mirror on your mirror or fridge on your fridge. These small changes increase your exposure to English and help you recognize it not just as a school subject, but as a living language. You may not even notice it at first, but your mind starts connecting English with daily life. That's the secret to fluency, making English your everyday companion. Let's try another short spoken exercise. Walk around your room and name the objects you see in English. This is a table. This is a lamp. These are my shoes. This is my phone. There is a window. This habit trains your mind to think in English without pressure. Now let's talk about one very practical but powerful habit: reviewing your mistakes. Learning doesn't happen only when we do something right. It happens when we make a mistake, notice it, and correct it. Every time you write or speak, be kind to yourself, but look for small corrections. Maybe you used the wrong tense or missed an article. Take note and repeat the corrected sentence aloud a few times. For example, if you wrote, "She go to school," and later realize it should be, "She goes to school," say the correct version several times. She goes to school. She goes to school. She goes to school every day. This repetition makes the right form stick. Keep a small notebook of mistakes and review it once a week. Don't fear your errors. They are actually your best teachers. Let's take a moment to practice correcting mistakes. I will say a sentence with an error, and you try to fix it. Ready? He don't like coffee. What's wrong here? The correct sentence is, he doesn't like coffee. Say it with me. He doesn't like coffee. One more. I am go to the market. The right way is, I am going to the market. Now say it a few times out loud. This kind of practice keeps your grammar natural and automatic. The final habit we'll discuss is celebration. Yes, celebrating your progress. English learning is a journey, and every step forward matters. Celebrate when you finish a video, when you understand a podcast, or when you speak confidently in front of someone. Positive energy helps the brain stay motivated. Don't compare yourself with others. Compare yourself with yesterday. If today you used one new English sentence in conversation, that's success. Smile, clap for yourself, or write a little note that says, "I'm improving." This mental reward system encourages consistency, and consistency is what leads to fluency. Now that you've learned about these powerful daily habits, let's focus on how to stay consistent. Consistency doesn't mean doing everything perfectly every single day. It means showing up, even for a few minutes, and doing something in English. One of the easiest ways to stay consistent is by linking your English practice to activities you already do. For example, you always eat lunch, right? Try watching a 2-minute English video before or after eating. You always go to bed, so make a rule that before sleeping, you must write 3 sentences in English. You don't need motivation every day. What you need is a routine that reminds you to show up, even if you don't feel like it. Some days you'll feel tired, some days you'll feel excited. But if you just take one small English step each day, you will improve without even noticing. Let's try a full spoken routine together right now, as a practice round. I will say each part, and you can repeat it after me. Good morning. Today I will practice my English. I feel confident. I'm ready to improve. Now say this. I am brushing my teeth. I am getting dressed. I am making breakfast. Continue with, I am listening to an English podcast. I understand some words. I enjoy learning. Now let's try some evening reflections. Today, I learned 2 new words. I used English in my thoughts. I am proud of myself. These small sentences may seem simple, but when done daily, they form the foundation of true fluency. The more you repeat them, the more automatic they become. You may also face moments of frustration. That's normal. Sometimes you may feel stuck or unsure if you're making progress. But remember, fluency doesn't come overnight. It's a quiet buildup, like drops of water filling a glass. You won't see big changes daily, but after a few weeks, you'll look back and realize how far you've come. To stay motivated, try tracking your progress. Keep a small notebook where you write your daily sentence or note what you practiced. At the end of the week, read it and notice how consistent you've been. Celebrate that effort. Write something like, I practiced English 5 days this week. I am becoming fluent. Let's now do another real-life role-play practice together. Imagine you are at a small bakery. I'll speak both parts, and you can repeat after me. Hello? What would you like to order? Hi, I'd like 2 pieces of chocolate cake, please. Sure. Would you like anything to drink? Yes, 1 cup of coffee. That will be $5. Here you go, thank you. You're welcome. Have a nice day. Now, go back and try saying the full conversation again, but faster and with more confidence. If you do one of these role-play conversations every day, your speaking confidence will grow, and soon it will feel natural to talk in English during real-life situations. You can also make learning fun by mixing your practice with your hobbies. If you enjoy cooking, search for recipes in English and read them aloud. If you love music, pick English songs, read the lyrics, and sing along. If you like movies, turn on English subtitles and repeat lines you enjoy. This way, your learning feels like play, not work. For example, let's try a mini cooking practice. Say after me, I take out the ingredients. I chop the onions. I boil the water. I cook the rice. I add the spices. I serve the food. If you're a movie fan, try saying, I'm watching an English movie. I'm reading the subtitles. I'm learning new expressions. These habits combine entertainment and education, which helps you stay committed for the long term. Another tip to remember is don't aim for perfection. Aim for progress. If you wait until your English is perfect before speaking, you'll never speak. Fluency grows through small mistakes. Each time you speak and make a mistake, your brain learns a better way. Mistakes are proof that you're trying, and trying leads to progress. Think about how children learn. They speak broken sentences, they repeat things, they guess words, but they don't stop. That's why they learn fast. So allow yourself to learn like a child, freely, playfully, and with curiosity. Now, let's wrap up with a final exercise you can use every night before bed. It's called the 3-sentence review. Every night, speak or write 3 sentences in English about your day. Start with today I, then I learned, then tomorrow I will. Here's an example. Today I watched a video in English. I learned the phrase make a difference. Tomorrow I will try to use that phrase in a sentence. This practice takes just 1 minute, but gives you a sense of growth and purpose in your learning. Let's try one together. Today, I practiced speaking in the mirror. I learned how to talk about my morning routine. Tomorrow, I will listen to a podcast while having breakfast. Do this every night for a week, and you'll see how naturally English becomes a part of your life. Thank you so much for staying with me till the end of this video. I hope these 7 simple daily habits will help you not just learn English, but live it. Fluency is not about studying harder, it's about practicing smarter. And daily habits are the smartest way to build that fluency step by step. Remember, your goal is not to speak perfect English, but to speak confidently, clearly, and comfortably. You already have what it takes. Now it's just about making English a part of your everyday routine. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you don't miss our daily English learning videos. Every day is a new chance to grow. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. I'm Natasha, and I'll see you in the next episode of English in Minutes. Until then, keep speaking English every day and stay confident. Bye for now.